Your brother seems to be enjoying himself.
What did he do?
Well, he ordered eggs and caviar for breakfast. The waiter freaked out when he recognized him and almost dropped the tray.
I'll talk to the waiter.
Too late. He already quit. How long do we keep lying for your brother? And how long is he going to be staying at our hotel? Forever?
I don't think Jerry realized that the police have a blood sample of Mr. Craig. So I think that Jerry will have to leave town before the DNA results prove that Jerry and Craig are the same person.
My little brother trying to get rid of me. I'm deeply wounded. I mean, we've just been reunited and already you want me to disappear?
I don't want anyone else to get hurt, Jerry.
I'm risking a great deal to get closer to you, little brother.
What about what Jax is risking covering for you with your life?
Try to contain your hostility. You and I both care deeply about Jax, okay?
Well, family loyalty will only get you so far.
Well, I've put myself squarely in the path of law enforcement to come back and stay here in Port Charles to rekindle our brotherly love.
Our brotherly love? Really? I've been searching for a glimpse of the brother I once knew and loved. But he doesn't seem to exist anymore. All that's left is a man who terrorizes people. You know what's really sad? Is that I still feel I have to protect you. That's really sad to me.
You and Lady Jane are the only family I have.
I want you to leave town. You have my full permission to leave town.
Believe it or not, I want what's best for you, Jax.
Oh, thanks for coming down on such short notice.
I'm a busy lady. What do you need?
Everyday Heroes is tracking even better than anticipated. The audience relates to Sam. They're inspired to see that an ordinary person is capable of extraordinary things.
Yay, Sam.
Okay, your enthusiasm overwhelms me.
I'm happy that Sam's successful. Time better spent than sitting on Jason's couch spending his money, but you didn't call me down here to get my opinion on Sam.
Sam's credibility stems from the fact that she risked her life to save the Metro Court hostages.
And her physical appearance doesn't hurt any.
You're skeptical about Sam's heroics?
There were people in the hotel who did more to save the hostages than Sam. She got the show.
Okay, well that brings me to my question. Jax's brother has surfaced, and it appears he may be James Craig, the leader of the hostage takers. If so, the entire crisis may have been a hoax. I need to know for damage control how much of the truth is going to become public.
Jerry claims he was in Australia during the Metro Court crisis.
Yeah, I know what he claims. I'm asking if his cover story will hold up.
He showed up at the hotel, telling Jax he had had plastic surgery. And why would he stroll into the Metro Court in full view of people he held hostage?
Okay, let's get something straight. I don't care if this man is the devil himself. I have no stake in seeing that he pay for his crimes. I'm not driven by moral outrage. I'm driven by ratings. I have a hit show, and my star is supposed to be an everyday hero.
Okay, I'm not seeing the problem here.
If Jax's brother and Mr. Craig are the same person, it casts doubt on the entire premise of Sam as a hero.
This is what I know. James Craig is a cold-blooded killer who took sadistic pleasure in terrorizing people. There was nothing staged about the hostage crisis, and Sam and many other people risked their lives to save those hostages.
The husband and the psychotic brother should make for some fun family vacations.
They're in contact with any covert ops group, so I really can't be of any help.
Really, you want to play games? We're going to play one of mine. It's called Where's the Baby?
Don't you ever threaten my child.
I would never think of it. I love tots. I mean, ask my brother or Alexis Davis, but I'm more than capable of giving your sweet little daughter away to a good home if you don't cooperate, okay?
So much for the fiction that you're not the same man who killed my father.
I mean, in which way are you related to...
I was his adopted daughter. Alan had a heart attack, and you refused him medical help.
Well, if you were so concerned about your adopted father, why didn't you give the police full disclosure of everything that you knew during the Metro Court hostage crisis, as the papers so dramatically put it?
I was a fool. I believed I was protecting Lorenzo.
As it turned out, Lorenzo was protecting himself. You see, it's the human drive for self-preservation, Sky. Which is exactly why you're going to contact these covert ops people as soon as possible.
So incredible to think that you were actually Jax's brother. You were so opposite him in every possible way.
Jax changes wives like neckties. Out with the old, in with the new. Don't think you're going to get some sympathy because you go cry on his shoulder. I've asked for a simple request. I need you to honor it.
Jax, have a seat. I assume this is about Jerry.
Yes, the lab is analyzing the DNA provided by your brother. And if we find that it matches the blood found in the restaurant during the hostage situation, which I think we both know it will, then Jerry is going to be charged with every crime that James Craig committed.
No, Jerry is not Craig.
You know that Craig is responsible for crimes of murder and armed robbery, Lieutenant? Just to list a few.
Yeah, not to mention nearly destroying my hotel.
Exactly.
I certainly hope you find the man and bring him to justice. Meanwhile, I have business to attend to, so if this meeting is over...
You know, you're aiding and abetting. The law calls that accessory to murder. It's punishable by years in prison. Do you really want to start your marriage off that way?
Aiding and abetting? Wow. As far as my marriage is
How's your conscience,
it's really
Jax,
none of
huh?
business, is it?
How does Carly feel about the fact that you are forcing her, your wife, to lie just to protect your brother? I mean, after everything that she went through? I mean, she must have nightmares about the whole thing. She must wake up in cold sweats,
the
heart
fact
pounding in her chest.
That you could even accuse me after the pain that you put Carly through. You know, it brings new meaning to the word hypocrite.
My alleged crimes are not the issue here. Your brother, on the other hand, that's a different story. Come on, Jax. You've justified Jerry's behavior in your head all these years, right? You've told yourself, look, he's troubled. He hasn't had the breaks that I've had, you know? It's just the way he is. You've helped Jerry out because you're the stable one, right? You're the one who's been successful, who's made a good life for himself, and you now have a woman that you can share that life with. But Jerry is going to take all of that away. Unless you choose to stop him. Look, I'm willing to give you immunity in exchange for testimony against your brother.
Rick, I can't give you any evidence against my brother because I don't have any to give you. Okay, I wasn't even in town during the hostage crisis at my hotel. Actually, I was searching for Jerry.
Oh, really? Where?
I was in Siberia. Jerry called me and he needed my help. I got on a plane that night.
Okay, so you're saying that you were with your brother in Siberia?
I didn't meet with him. I said I was helping him.
Oh, I see. So either Jerry was lying or you knew that he was in Port Charles and you intentionally stayed away in order to give yourself an alibi. Look, Jax, my guess is that you didn't know about your brother's involvement in the MetroCourt incident until after the fact, and now what you're trying to do is damage control.
Rick, it's an interesting theory, but I'm sorry, you just can't prove anything.
Look, I understand what it's like to want the approval of an older brother. You know, you lose all objectivity, you kind of throw reason to the wind.
I'm sorry, Rick, I really can't relate.
Jerry's freedom is not worth sacrificing your own, Jax, and at this point, that's exactly where this is going.
Assuming, of course, you can actually convict Jerry of any of these crimes. Right?
Listen, I know you...
Thank you.
I need you to buy me a statue.
Hi.
Hi.
Why?
Why? Well, because you're a great decorator and you know where to find the stuff and where the vendors are and things
What kind of a statue? What kind of a statue?
18th century marble centaur.
Wow.
Price is no object.
This coming from a man whose idea of great sculpture is the stuff at Monument Park, at Yankee Stadium. So, who's the lady?
Well, Kate Howard was bringing a crate in and her choppers were flying all over my property, so I kind of overreacted a little bit.
Didn't you get an injunction against that?
Yeah, but Miss Howard ignored the injunction, and I made sure that there was nobody in the house, and Jason kind of did some rifle practice, and he severed the cable holding the crate in one shot. It went through the roof, a couple floors down, a million pieces all over.
Oh my God, I would have paid to see that.
But it was a very sentimental statue for her. So.
You fell for that?
What do you mean?
Kate Howard doesn't do sentimental. All she cares about is keeping up appearances. She's mad because she broke the rules and lost her statue as a result.
I'm not saying I'm defending the woman. I'm just
okay.
trying to do what's right. And, you know, it was a valuable statue for her, and I just don't want to replace it. But I understand. You don't want to help? You don't want to help?
I didn't say I didn't want to help.
Oh.
No, I will find the perfect statue for Miss Howard.
Lansing summoned me to his office to inform me that I would be prosecuted as an accessory if I didn't give up my brother.
I don't want you paying for your brother's crimes, Jax.
Rick doesn't have anything. They're just empty threats.
They're not empty threats. Once they match your brother's DNA to Mr. Craig's, it's over. Your brother will go to jail. You could go with him.
Don't worry, okay? It won't come to that.
The next general hospital.
He will betray you.
I have no idea where your sample is. And what's the bloody use of keeping you around?
It's about time. Arrest that man.
You can't do this. How can you arrest the man who gave us our son?